Russian scholar Karen Dawicha has come to the same basic conclusion.
I mean, a whole range of economic crimes. Abuse of power, abuse of his official position, involvement in relations with organized crime, knowledge about money laundering.
При осуществлении полномочий президента Российской Федерации.
Like many in the West, Dawicha had assumed that Putin was a Democrat, or at least an aspiring one. A former advisor to both U.S. and British governments, Dawicha has written several books on Russian politics. Her latest turns that hopeful Western assumption on its head.
I started thinking, instead of seeing Russia as a democracy in the process of failing, we need to see it as an authoritarian system in the process of succeeding. That they're not actually incapable of being Democrats. They don't want to be Democrats. What about that? Let's work on that thesis. And if that's correct, when did that start? And that's what took me to the 90s, because they were stealing from the very beginning.
Russia in the 90s was a desperate place. The certainties of the old Soviet system were gone. What would replace it wasn't clear to anyone. Least of all to a young ex-KGB officer named Vladimir Putin. In 1990, he'd returned from a posting in East Germany and was out of work. But he did have an important contact in St. Petersburg City Hall. Anatoly Sobchak, his former law professor, would soon become the city's first democratically elected mayor. When he did, he appointed Putin his deputy and, crucially, to chair the city's Committee on Foreign Economic Relations.
He was the